And this week's video diary comes from a man with a passion for filming wildlife.
A buzzard's just dropped straight down. He must be very confident of coming down here. But right now it's time for this week's video diary, and it comes from Countryfile viewer Rob Weaver, who lives in Worcestershire. Now, Rob needs the patience of a saint for his favourite pastime.
Hello, my name's Rob, and this is my video diary about my hobby of filming wildlife. Over the next few minutes I'll be showing you some of the techniques and fieldcraft that I use to get closer to wildlife than is usually possible. What I'm going to do now is go down into the bottom field, which looks like it should be a good spot for buzzards, and get a hide set up. Buzzards are quite shy birds and they'll easily get scared off if they think there's anything untoward. For setting up the hides, I find this army camouflage net is the best thing possible. It's relatively cheap and it's so convenient and easy. You don't have to worry about cutting branches down and making a mess of the hedgerows. You've got to make sure that we're really well concealed from the wildlife. And again, army camouflage kit is the best thing for that. A couple of cheap jackets helps you blend in, really breaks up your outline. And the other thing is these hide poles. Now again, these don't need to be expensive. What I like to use is these extendable washing line poles. They're cheap, durable, and make great supports for the camouflage net. So that's the basics of the equipment, and really that's all aiming to try and get as close as possible to the wildlife that we're going to be filming. So now let's go and set it all up. Just looking around me here now, there's lots of small feathers on the ground, and I'm sure that buzzards have been using this as a plucking point, or have been dropping down onto this area to eat a kill. Estates like this are great. I'm very lucky that I know a few landowners who don't mind me coming up here to film wildlife, and of course during the spring and summer months all this area acts as one big nature reserve. You see the hide set up behind us? These are the bits of tree we're hoping the buzzards will land on. So what I'm going to do now is regularly bait this area with roadkill rabbits or pheasants for at least 2 weeks, because I want the buzzards to get really, really used to this area. I want them to come down and feed here thinking that it's completely safe. The best times for me to come back is going to be early in the morning, so I can get set up in the hide before the buzzards are out and about for the day. Well, I'm back up at the buzzard spot now. It's about 3:30 in the morning. I've got here in plenty of time, so it's nice and light. And what I'm hoping to do is get down there, check the baits, put a fresh bait out, and get in position before the buzzards come down. I must be crazy. Because buzzards really have got such excellent vision, I'm going to camouflage as much of the camera as possible. And again, as well as wearing my normal hat, I'm also going to put this scrim right over my face this time. Now, again, you probably wouldn't need to do this if you had huge zoom lenses, because buzzards were 200 yards away, but I'm trying to attract the buzzards into just a few metres away. And by using this as a head veil, I almost disappear from sight, and hopefully this will be enough to stop the buzzard spotting me. Well, I've been here for about an hour now, and although there's plenty of activity from crows, I can hear them circling around, and they're very interested in the bait. There's no sign of the buzzards yet. A buzzard's just dropped straight down. I think this is a male bird. It looks in really good condition, but it's not that big. The female buzzards get even bigger than the males. It's seen me. Does he see me? He's looking this way. That's amazing, he hasn't seen me at all. He's tucking into the pheasant. From here he's literally about 6 metres away, if that. That was amazing. The buzzard's now just flown off right across the field, but he came down so close. brilliant. I mean, you wonder whether it's worth it when you're getting up at 4 or 5 in the morning on a regular basis to come and put baits out for a buzzard like that. But when it comes right down and you can get footage like that, it makes it all worthwhile.
Rob Weaver with some great tips on how to film wildlife.